It's your friendly neighborhood PewDiePie here.
Since its inception in 2005, YouTube has become a huge platform for people to express themselves. Attracting millions of viewers, vlogging has become a sensation that anyone can get into. All that is needed is a video camera and a personality. With YouTube being the third most visited website in the world and a total of 3.25 billion hours being watched every month, YouTube has become a real contender in the social media world.
This documentary will be uncovering the motivations and rising popularity of vlogging. My name's Kelly Carvalho and this is #vlog.
Edmund Henk is a YouTube vlogger. He plays video games and produces vlogs out of them for his fans and subscribers. Some of his videos have over 25,000 hits. I'm interested in what made him decide to start his own video game channel and understand his opinions on why YouTube is becoming more of a used platform than television.
So originally I am from Singapore. However, there is not a giant YouTube scene there because everyone's very introverted. They're very closely kept indoors. So most of the YouTube things we watched are from North America, the US and Canada, and of course in Europe, because that's where people are more open about things. A normal video would usually be about maybe 10 to 20 minutes long, never exceeding 30, because that's when people start to lose interest, because that's how long a TV show is. It's either a 10 minute short or a 20-minute video or maybe a 45-minute episode. So since we don't have like ad breaks on ours, we would start at 10 minutes for the shortest amount. And for myself personally, I like to put my videos at 20 minutes to 30, so then people can sort of watch an episode a day and sort of not get drifted away into us being a bit too long-winded, because you don't want to sit in front of your computer for more than half an hour anyway. TV is kind of like it's there, but not everyone has it, because as students we might not have it. YouTube is always available to us, so I think that YouTube is taking over television as it stands, because they've introduced live streaming on YouTube, and that is so where you can put the news out as well. Everywhere's going live now, even Twitch, and it's kind of a source of entertainment. However, it's also dependent on what you like to watch. I think that YouTube is a big platform, and considering that it's been around for nearly 10 years now, and it's still around. Some websites have lasted less. I think YouTube is the way going forward for media and for television. It's another source of consuming media, but I think it's the better option. So the channel now, I see it not expanding as much as it should, because I'm doing this just for the fun of it. However, when a nice big video comes in, everyone gets the, oh god, I can actually do this. This is actually a thing. I'm getting hits, and I did consider that maybe in the future I could do this for work, but realistically looking at it right now, it's in my interest right now to just take things casually, not try to make money out of this. But the idea of the channel is just for me to relax and have fun, and of course to talk to people who share the same interest. Everyone starts somewhere, so that's where if you're gonna go and try to make things for yourself, you might as well give it a try. There's no harm in doing so, and it's a free platform to start your channel, so you might as well do it. Everyone can do it. It's free and it's fun, and who knows, maybe you might make it big.
I went to Coventry to speak to a lifestyle vlogger who is extremely new to the YouTube scene. I was also interested in the process that she undertook when making a vlog and how her setup led to the video.
Hello, my name's Rihanna, I'm 20 and I have a lifestyle vlog. When I want to do a vlog, I'll usually just think about any events that are coming up that I think might be cool or interesting. So anything that I'm doing with my mates, or a festival, or I don't know, anything that I think might be interesting. Or if I've bought something new, or I find out something that I think people might be interested in, then I'll decide to make a video. But depending on what I'm going to vlog or what I'm going to make a video about, that makes a difference to how much I plan or how much I don't. So yeah, I just sort of going with it at the moment. When I go to make a vlog or a video of any kind, I'll do my makeup first. After I've decided what sort of video I want to do, I'll do my makeup first, and then I'll let my hair do what it wants, and then I'll pick an outfit depending on what sort of vlog I'm doing, what video I'm doing, where I'm going, and what the whole thing is about. And then I'll set up where I'm going to film. So if it's not a vlog where I'm walking around and I'm still, I'll use my tripod that's just a basic normal tripod, because I don't have the money to be getting big massive tripods for no reason. And then I'll set my camera up, so I'll use a Canon EOS M10 I think. So that the viewfinder on that is just straight on me all of the time. And then yeah, I'll sort of position that in the part of my room where there's a big backdrop. I use that backdrop because I just think it looked cool, and I didn't really know where to do it when I first started, so yeah, it was just an easy sort of background to get everything going until I settle down and find my place. Yeah, and then usually I'm ready to get going with whatever video I'm doing.
After understanding how Rihanna sets up and films her vlogs, I also wanted to find out the ins and outs of editing a typical video.
Yeah, when I edit a video, what I'll do is I'll upload every single clip onto the program that I'm using to edit the video. And it usually all goes in this bit here, so yeah, you can see like loads of different clips of what is going on. And then I'll try and put them in an order that has gone on with the night, or an order that I think will work well. And I'll drag them all down into this bar so I can sort of play them as I'm going. And then when I've got them in a decent order, I'll find things that are a bit rubbish, or things that I think are good, or things that I think look better together than other clips. And I'll move them around or split them up, like these things they just need splitting up because they look better. And then I'll upload whatever music file I want to the video and put it underneath. And then I'll either slow the music down or the clip down, and decide how loud or quiet I want the music in the background, and depending on which bit of the video it is, I can lower it right down and high it back up again. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then I might put in transitions or edits or words that go over the video to make it sort of make sense or look a bit better. And then I'll watch it through a couple of times and edit bits over and over until I'm happy with how it looks. I wanted to start doing vlogs because I saw other people doing it, and I thought it was something that might be I knew it was going to be something that I would enjoy. And I wanted a creative sort of outlet to go and do these types of things. But when I started, everything that I do, how I put them together and how I make them and everything is all self-taught. I haven't had any help, or I haven't sort of had anyone teach me how to use anything. It's just sort of come as I've been doing it. So if anyone come to me about starting a YouTube channel or ask me any sort of advice, I think most people are worried about starting it and getting it going. And I'd just say, like, there's no need to be worried about it. There's no need to be nervous or care about what anyone else thinks, because it's pointless. I'd just say do a lot of, like, look into what you're buying if you're going to go and buy a piece of equipment. Make sure you know what sort of camera you're getting, what it's good at, what it's not good at, if it's going to be able to give you everything that you want, especially if you're doing vlogging and things like that. Like, you need a camera that can work in every light or has good sound and things like that. And I'd say not to worry too much about spending loads of money on certain things, or worrying too much about how people are going to view you if you don't have a certain type of equipment, or you don't have a specific, like, typical YouTube backdrop and things like that. And I'd just say, like, just go for it really. I don't think you have to plan loads and loads. I think some people probably do and then others don't, but I think it just depends on the person and what sort of YouTube channel you want to have.
After speaking with Edmund and Rihanna, two vloggers whose motivations are purely in it for a hobby, I wanted to speak with someone who viewed vlogging as a potential career. I managed to get in contact with Serena Rachel Seymour as an aspiring professional performer with a slightly different motivation for her YouTube channel.
So I originally started doing vlogs just because I wanted to. Like I said, I love making videos. It's always been a passion of mine, like I say, media, and I just adore making videos. So it started out just from my own personal entertainment. But as the years went by, I started to watch more vlogs, and then I realised that people do make a career out of it, and they make, like, well, they have millions of subscribers, so they get a profit out of it. So that's I don't know, I still enjoy making them, but there's also a hope that it could go into that, like making profit from it. Also, obviously, like I perform, dancing and act, and I want to get recognition because obviously I'm starting to bring out music. So if I can just seem like entertaining and like if people can enjoy my videos, then hopefully like it'll give me some more recognition to have like a bigger platform to spread my music out. So I think that there's a lot of like controversy and debate about this, but I think YouTube is a career, especially for the biggest YouTubers like you know, PewDiePie has like 40 million subscribers. I mean, if you have that many subscribers and you're getting that many views, you're going to bring in a lot of money. A lot of people think that making videos is just, oh, let's just get a camera, let's record it. But it's not. Like, a lot of people kind of make scripts or make plans or, you know, book events to do specifically for these videos. So in some videos, a lot of thought goes into them, and it's not just as simple as, oh, let's press record, that's it, put it on YouTube. If, or hopefully if it like takes off, I'd like to think that I'd keep it up as not a full-time career, but I suppose like a part-time career, because I'm so like invested in the performance side. Like, that is what I want to do, perform, but my other passion is making videos, etc. So if I kind of like to balance it, and I suppose I could vlog the performing lifestyle as well, so yeah.
So far, I've spoken to 3 vloggers who have opened up about their experiences and views on their motivations, career goals, and how popular YouTube has become. But I wanted to gain a professional insight into the world of vlogging and social media. I travelled to Birmingham City University to speak to Dave Hart, who has a master's degree in social media, and find out his opinions on vlogging and being a career and what he thinks it takes to become a successful YouTuber.
So what inspired you to want to pursue a MA in social media?
Well, the university, I suppose, was interested, as it always is, in how it can, you know, keep track of change in industries. And as you might know, the media industry changes pretty rapidly. It's always impacted by new technologies. And so the university just recognised that here was a particular phenomenon, really. And in some ways, that phenomenon was being brushed aside as a kind of place to waste time on, you know, uses social media. There's a very dominant discourse about social media being used as something to divert attention, to waste time. Yeah. But we were interested in taking it seriously, and I think we understood that this has the potential to transform industry, transform the media industry, but also actually that there was opportunities for employment.
In your own opinion, do you feel like vlogging should be a main and sole profession, or do you feel that you can vlog but also have another career alongside that?
So I think one of the interesting things that's happened on YouTube is the development of vlogging, okay? And the ways in which that has become monetized, I think, is particularly interesting. So it's gone from something which perhaps might be, you know, in an earlier guise might have been called digital storytelling, where it might be cathartic to present yourself online and talk about, things that are troubling you or whatever. And you saw some forerunners of this, like with Jenny Cam, which was a kind of almost a 24-hour plugging into someone's life and diarised kind of form. So I think there was precursors to that as well. But of course, what YouTube allows is for you to make some capital from that. And there's lots of ways you can do that. Obviously, you can click monetize on your video, and if you get enough hits, you get enough views rather, you can make some money off advertising on that. But as the weight shifts, if you like, from scheduled mainstream TV to other forms of engaged viewing, then suddenly vlogging offers quite an opportunity for those who are good at it and can corral large audiences, because they're corralling audiences that are attractive to advertisers. So then the monetization options become more complex. You can sell products, or you can surreptitiously perhaps selling products. So the point at which that becomes a full-time job is obviously down to the individual. And certainly I know vloggers who are operating at a quite modest scale, with in the low tens of thousands of views, let's say, who are reaching a point at which their main job, perhaps they don't need to do that anymore. But certainly I think you have to be at a particular level, which would be upper tens of thousands of views and beyond that, I think, to think of this as a full-time thing. And even then, you would have to complement it, I think, with activities which are appearances or linked to perhaps developing a product line of your own, And certainly I know a local YouTuber who does that, so she has tens of thousands of views, but actually is selling products of her own anyway. So I don't think necessarily we're at a stage where there is much beyond a very higher echelon of full-time paid YouTubers who are sustaining their own income.
Do you feel like becoming a successful YouTuber is easy?
I suspect that the notion of becoming a YouTuber to a lot of young people now feels like a real and tangible possibility. I do worry, I suppose, that actually that dream, of doing that kind of thing and making money for it is only necessarily fulfilled for a small amount of people. I suspect the reality is that there's a kind of investment needed in equipment. You can imagine, bloggers have really good cameras, and they've quite sophisticated lighting setups, to an extent. The best vloggers have very good microphones, not relying on the small microphone on the laptop or whatever. So there's a degree at which setup might set up and potentially doing a paid build of audience might favour those who have got some money anyway. So maybe that narrows the demographic actually, and we can see a lot of successful bloggers are white, middle class. There's been David Buckingham, the academic, gave a real lambasting of that vlogging community for being so narrow and so, relatively unradical. There's not really a discussion of alternative politics among that group. They're very much about lifestyle. But I think it is an attractive option, and I'd certainly think that one of the interesting things I find about it is I think young people should get to know actually how the money works and how monetization works and what the skills needed are to build networks around, around the potential to earn some income off that. I think that's it's inevitable that these platforms are monetized, and here's one way in which that money can potentially accrue to the individual rather than just accrue to the corporate giant who runs the platform. So I think, to be realistic about it, I think it's a great platform on which to base your interview for your full-time job when you go and get your full-time job at the BBC or wherever, rather than necessarily seeing it as a route to riches. I think it's possibly a step to more traditional careers and necessarily a route to individual wealth.
YouTube is clearly continuing to grow with millions of viewers and careers being made from it. I was invited to Exeter to explore a brand new concept of a studio that specialises in creating successful vloggers.
I'm here today outside Tubes Academy in Exeter to find out more about the young generation engaging in the YouTube experience and creating vlogs. Let's go inside and find out more.
Tubes Academy opened in 2017 with 3 high-quality studios, a virtual reality zone and access to expensive equipment. Children pay £79 a month for 2 hours a week to become a vlogging superstar. I spoke to Nick Ellison, co-founders of Tubers.
Thank you for having me here today, Nick. So just introduce who you are and what you do.
So I'm Nick and we run Tubers Academy. So it's a video creators academy for essentially for 11 to 18-year-olds. But as soon as we opened, we added this thing called Mini Tubers, which took our entry-level age down to 7. So yeah, now we run this Mini Tubers from 7 to 10-year-olds as well. So it's good, great fun.
Sounds cool. So how did you come up with such a creative idea to create something called Tubers?
In a conversation, one of my friends was just said, you know what, my kids would love this. They'd love to be able to get into the studios and get their hands on some equipment and do their own editing. And so just started to explore that idea a little bit, set up a Facebook group, started getting a bit of a focus group together, asked the kids if that's what they wanted, and we just got bowled over with the response.
So what is the basic curriculum that you teach here?
So with 11-year-olds plus, what they do is when they first join, they join something called New Tubers. And we primarily focus there on them interacting with the children, meeting the group, lots of icebreakers. We do kind of challenge videos, so they all get to know each other, get comfortable either in front or behind the camera, whatever they want to do, but they challenge themselves to do things they don't normally do. So when they go past that stage, which that's called New Tubers, they get onto Crew Tubers. That's where they start to kind of fine-tune what it is they want to do.
Good. Do you feel like with the kids, when they first attended Tubers, that they've grown as a person
found themselves in terms of confidence?
Yeah, what's great, what we noticed is that some of the kids that are kind of inclined to come to Tubers are sort of naturally consuming and learning video content, using YouTube to learn things that might not be doing great in school. They might not be connecting with kind of their national curriculum, as it were, the usual way that we learn in school, but they're self-learning on their own at home, and it naturally leads to video content, and I think that's a natural draw to Tubers. The real successful ones they're looking up to is the stars. The stars that we looked up to was, you know, movie stars and pop stars. They don't even watch TV anymore. Kids don't watch TV. They watch YouTube, and they're influenced by the people who are having real success on YouTube. So it's just natural for them to look at them stars as what they are now. They might be internet stars and your mum and dad might not have ever have heard of them, but they're famous. And the kids look at them and think, well, you know, I can do that. I can do gaming, or I can do vlogging, or I can make internet videos.
Do you feel like an academy like this will help their kids' careers in the future?
We're talking to kind of Plymouth College at the minute, and the conversation was obviously that we will kind of prepping people ready for college. You know, the kids that come here, certainly the new Tubers, 11 to 18-year-olds, they're going to go to college with the skills that they're supposed to learn at college. So they're going to walk out of here already knowing how to shoot video, how to handle a camera, various different types of cameras, lights, microphones, you know, how to kind of manage audio, how to data manage, how to market that content. So the stuff that we learn in the college, hopefully, they'll get to college. That it just means they progress quicker. It's straight to sort of university level training without starting, you know, at ground zero, absolutely fresh when they turn up at college. So
that's so good. That's so good. I wish I had something like that before I went off to college or university. Thank you for having me here today. Honestly, thank you.
I also wanted to talk to the kids and find out why they enjoy vlogging and what benefits Tubers gives them.
Hey guys, so introduce who you are.
I'm Kira.
I'm Callum.
How does it feel like being a member at Tubers Academy?
Well, it's really fun because we get to use a lot of equipment that we wouldn't usually use at home. And so we can do what we want, basically.
What about you?
I think it's really good, mainly because without Tubers you have to pay like quite a lot of money to have all this like
equipment
and stuff.
So what do you think about vlogging?
Vlogging is fun. I enjoy it a lot.
Why? What do you enjoy about it?
Because you just sit there and it's almost like talking to a person, but it's not. It's
you talk to yourself, yeah.
Yeah.
What do you talk about?
Just how's my day going, what I'm doing, and why I'm doing it.
So it's more of a hobby, or do you want a career out of it?
Well, I do want to become big and earn some money, but if not, I will just carry on doing it as a hobby for fun, I guess.
Okay. Do you watch YouTube channels, videos, more than you watch your TV at home?
Definitely.
Why?
Because sometimes TV just gets boring and repetitive, and it's just overall not very interesting to me.
What about you, Callum?
I spend more time looking at YouTube than I do anything else probably. Even on the way to school and the way back from school, I'm still looking at YouTube.
Oh. You like to be updated with what's going on, yeah.
Because you've either got a choice, EastEnders or FIFA. It's like, what would you have to choose? Come on.
Right then, thank you guys. Thank you for talking to me about your vlogging and your YouTube channel, and I hope everything goes well for you in the future.
Thank you.
Cool.
The emergence of vlogging has changed our generation and will continue to impact our lives. The younger generation are surrounded by social media and the use of its platform to broadcast their lives on a daily basis. For some, vlogging is a way to express themselves. Others simply use it as a hobby and for entertainment, and then they share it with people who have similar interests. It appears that many do not start with the intentions to make money and are more concerned with their views and popularity. It only takes one video to go viral and a person's lifestyle could completely change.
It is debatable whether YouTube's taken over television. But one thing for sure, vlogging isn't going anywhere anytime soon.